respected Madam P.B. Desai, all invited distinguished dignitaries here. I know you have come from various corners of the city, from the various cities in Gujarat. Some of my guests has come from Bangalore, Calcutta, and from abroad, especially from Bangladesh. I sincerely, at the outset, I welcome them all, and I hope you will have a pleasant evening today. Completion of my 40 years, the so-called Ruby Jubilee, and getting so many awards, honors, and prizes is not only my success in my life, but you are equally partnered with them also because of your faith in my surgical skills over last 40 years is commendable. And I sincerely thank all of you for putting faith in me and keeping me in your heart for such a long time. Today's award, this year's award was R.K. Gandhi's award. It is a national award given by a national body. Every alternate year, it is given to one Indian pediatric surgeon, and next year it is given to overseas pediatric surgeon. And ladies and gentlemen, let me say that this award was given to a lot of Americans, Britishers, Europeans, Chinese. They have come all the way from these countries to get this award, and it is a real prestige. And I think you are my partner for getting this prestigious award, and it is a pride not for me but for all Gujaratis. Because this my 40 years effort to establish pediatric surgery in Gujarat has been appreciated widely all over the country and across India as well. Friends, out of these 40 years, I have spent my very precious 30 years at VS Hospital to establish and deliver a baby of pediatric surgery. And as you know that all deliveries passes through 3 stages like first trimester, second trimester and third trimester. Similarly, I had to pass 3 phases of delivery. A phase of resistance, phase of recognition, phase of reconciliation. All these phases were important in my life in establishing pediatric surgery in Ahmedabad and Gujarat. Initially when I came for interview from London, there was tremendous amount of resistance from the journalists. They think that we have been doing pediatric surgery for all these years, what this young man is going to do about these children. Friends, it was a shocking figure if you know that mortality then, I was a student of Vadilal Hospital, so I knew everything. Mortality was in the range of 30 to 40%, or it was even more in newborn babies and young children. There were no special wards, no special nursing care, no special anesthetists, and patients, small babies were kept in the corner of our general ward. And the consultant, when they used to take around, they say, who is that corner baby? And they will, from distance, they say, oh, everything is okay, and they will go away. So nobody used to take personal interest in these babies. Then the next phase of realization. Now these phases are not of 3 months, it is of 3 years. Resistance I had to fight for 3 years. Then the phase of realization came. I went to every conferences, I demonstrated my surgical skills in open operations, live operations, at various conferences, not over Gujarat, but India across. And people then realized that no, pediatric surgery is something different that adults have been doing. And then the last phase came, that is phase of recognition. Again at VS Hospital, as usual, all administrators and the bureaucrats had a problem of finances. Whenever I said I want a separate ward, I want separate nurses, I want separate nurses, they said there is no money. And to one fine morning, I was walking in the corridor of Vadilal Hospital. A young, dynamic person in his 80s was walking with a white dress, and from distance he said, "Kem chho Anirudh bhai?" He saw my depressed face, and we could understand there is something wrong with this gentleman. So he took me to the superintendent's office and said, let us discuss what is the problem. So I told him everything about the children's care into the Vadilal Hospital. Within 10 minutes, believe me gentlemen, within 10 minutes, this man realized my problem and he said, I'll sort it out. And this young man was nobody else but Sri Brahm Kumar Bhatt. You can see on that LED screen. And I'm happy that his daughters, Nipa and his sister, they are here. Can you please stand up on yours? Now, father of these daughters, he was a member of Rajya Sabha, and from government they used to get every year 2 crore rupees. And Brahm Kumar promised me that in phases of years I will give you 50 lakhs every year, and you can develop your department as per your desire. So over 3 years he gave me 150 lakhs rupees. 150 lakhs rupees from the fund he got from the Rajya Sabha member. Plus he gave 1 crore rupees from his personal fund, from his personal trust for the medication for the pediatric surgical patients. And then came a separate 35-bedded pediatric surgery department with separate 3 OTs running all 7 days in a week with a modernist equipment possible in the world. And then Ketan Desai came to me and he said, why don't you get it recognized by MCI for MCA degree? You got enough material, you are well trained, and you can train the boys. And then I accepted the challenge, put the proposal to the Medical Council of India, and it was recognized. And I sincerely acknowledge Dr. Ketan Desai. He could not come because of his daughter's marriage today in Chennai. And from then onwards, I started getting 2 students who stayed with me for 3 years doing pediatric surgery. And eventually, next 3 years, I had 6 residents with me working for 3 years continuously, and that raised the standard of pediatric surgery. And mortality, which was 30-40%, has gone down to less than 10%. The tracheostomy, which used to die in 100% cases, only 90% were surviving, only 10% used to die in our department. And that was a great success for this pediatric surgery department. When I started, I had only 1 resident, Dr. Tushar Lakhia, and myself, working all 24/7 days. And we did work hard to get this recognition from the people at large. Then in mid-90s, when I was 55 years old, came the minimum invasive surgery. That is known as laparoscopic surgery or a Durbin surgery or keyhole surgery. Then I said, I must learn this and introduce this in the babies. So I went to my general surgical friends. Dr. Purohit, is he here? Yeah, he's here. Dr. Hari Bhakti and Dr. Rashmi Thankar. They were all general surgeons, but they are far excellent in laparoscopic surgery. So I went to them. They were my students in the past. So I went to them that I want to learn laparoscopic surgery. Please give me some guidelines. So they called me to their theatre. They came to my theatre. They assisted me doing laparoscopic surgery. So that finished my learning curve in laparoscopic surgery. Then I went to Adelaide, Australia, with the world-renowned Octane to learn advances in the laparoscopic surgery. I called German Dr. Felix Scheer in Ahmedabad and teach me laparoscopic surgery in my circumstances, in my hospitals and Vadilal hospitals. And that was the beginning of laparoscopic surgery. Again, I was very pioneer in India to do laparoscopic surgery. Next one was to follow Bombay, Coimbatore, and Bangalore, and the Chennai. They were the followers. And today, I got highest number of pediatric laparoscopic surgery in India. And I sincerely thank my pioneer teachers or gurus in laparoscopic surgery who were my own students in the past, but I was very happy to learn at that stage. And I sincerely thank you very much. Now, this technique was introduced in my private hospitals. When my concern was Vadilal Hospital, that was my baby. But again, authorities refused to give me any amount of the money. Then another gentleman came to my rescue, named Sri Praful Bhai Contractor. His wife Meeraben is, I suppose she is here. His son, Meeraben, can you stand up please? Praful Bhai is no more with us. This is Praful Bhai's wife. Please give a biggest round of applause to her. His son Chanakya and wife Pinky, they are here. A little story with Praful Bhai. His grandchild was operated by me in my private hospital for a critical surgical condition. He recovered, and at the end of the recovery, he came to me, Praful Bhai. Praful Bhai was a very renowned business management graduate from Stanford University in America. So he's very intelligent. He came to pay my bills, and I said, I don't want your bill. Please help me by buying laparoscopic instrument for Vadilal Hospital, because that technique must be introduced in BS Hospital. Then he asked me politely how much it will cost me. I said it will be about 10 lakhs rupees. Then, being a business management person, he said, get me quotations, then we'll discuss this out. So within 2 days, I got the quotation from the best company of the world, Strauss company, asking for all laparoscopic instruments. And to my surprise, it was 25 lakhs rupees. And Praful Bhai has told me that he'll pay me 10 lakhs rupees. So with quotation, I went to see him again, and he saw the quotation. I said, and then only one question he asked me, Anirudh, are you happy with these equipments? I said, I'm very much happy. These are the world best instruments, which Vadilal can have it. But I'm worried about the amount of the money. He said, don't worry, I'll pay 25 lakhs rupees. Ladies and gentlemen, if you got a will, I think God can come and help you about money. Money is no problem in this country. This is about big donations. You will be surprised that my own patients in Vadilal Hospital were poor patients. They used to give me donations. Somebody will buy a refrigerator, somebody will buy a sofa set, somebody will give me chairs, somebody will give me audio visuals, somebody will give me heaters for the babies. But one particular incident I still remember, and that is Nainaben Dani. Her photograph is there, she is no more again with us. Now this Nainaben was working in blood bank, and she often used to come to our department, and she noticed that children, to boil water, to boil milk, they had to use kerosene stoves, and lot of patients, out of 35 patients, all of them cannot have stoves. So it was a big problem that she realized by visiting a ward as an outsider, and voluntarily says, Anirudh, can I manage for cylinders and gas? She was a daughter of, I know. Girish Bhai, is he here?
Yes. Here, Girish Bhai. Back side, sir. What?
She is a younger sister of Girish Bhai Dani and a daughter of Popatlal Dani. And Popatlal Dani at that time was looking after Apna Bazaar and was in charge of the gas cylinders. So this girl, young girl, regularly supplied, till he lived in his life, regular cylinder supply was available to our ward, and my children could boil their water, boil their milk, and give them sterilized milk and water. So please give the gift to her. And I pray their heart soul, rest in lot of peace, and get lot of blessings from these children in her soul, wherever she is. Lastly, gentlemen, I cannot go on with lot of my experiences in last 40 years. Lot of things has been mentioned in my book or memoir. But before coming to end, I must call my wife here. Nita has been a pillar, strongest pillar of support. I was looking after only medical aspects, and she has been looking after all non-medical aspects. And sometimes, for nearly 10 years, she has assisted me in the operations also. When nurses were not available or something, she will come and assist me. And she will attend all the conferences with me, and she will realize what is new things which is coming up in pediatric surgery. And every 10 or 12 years, she says, you must go for a better hospital now. This is not good for you. And Amardeep is our third generation hospital with all modern equipments available in the world. And that is the result of Nitaben's efforts. So I sincerely and openly thank her. My strongest pillar is my son Amar. Where is he?